Okay, we had a slight little pullback on Bitcoin, a slight little flush. And this small flush managed to liquidate $500 million worth of long positions. That's where we are in the market. But despite the leverage flush that we had on Bitcoin, I'll tell you one thing, it didn't stop the most hated rally, which is happening right now and is being led by XRP. You've still got XRP at $2.43, but that's not the only token that's running in this most hated rally. You've got 𝗙𝗢𝗢𝗕 running, you've got 𝗕𝗘𝗖𝗘𝗦 running, you've got Litecoin running. You have an amazing hated rally happening right now. The thing with hated rallies is that hated rallies always go higher than you expect them to go, always last longer than you expect them to go. And then when they crash harder than you expect them to crash. So instead of hating this rally like most other people are doing, we're going to embrace this rally. We're going to look at what's rallying. We're going to look at what's going to rally next, because there's going to be 2 more rallies in this most hated rally. And I think you can still catch these 2 hated rallies and make money. And then we're going to look at when is the time to get out of this hated rally. So lots to do today, guys. Lots to do today. I don't know about you, but I'm excited. So let's go. Someone in the chat here says, Run knows exactly what he's doing. Well, if I know exactly what I'm doing, why did I take that short on XRP? I knew I was taking the short late and I still took it. I'll tell you exactly why I took that short. I'm burning now. I'll be honest. I'm the first guy to tell you guys when I'm burning. I'm minus $16,000 on that XRP short. I shouldn't have shorted it and I did. And now I'm going to show you what I'm doing about it, okay? Welcome. It feels like I saw you guys yesterday. Wait, hold on. I did see you guys yesterday because I have been streaming 7 days a week. If that's not commitment, I don't know what is. So been here literally 7 days a week. I did a show on Saturday, which was about the AI agents. Last night we did a show around meme coins for the dirty, filthy DJs on the channel. It's been like a non-stop marathon, but I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. And all I ask from you guys is that you just smash the like button. You smash the like button, it gives me energy. It gives me energy. I come here and I stream. We all make money. So all you need to do is obliterate the like button. And if you want to subscribe, well, that's up to you. If you do, you're part of 1.18 million. Every day we go up by 1,000 subscribers. It's absolutely amazing. It also shows us that retail is coming back. And when they're coming back, they're not coming back to the good coins, the coins that are full of research and fundamentals and whatever else. They're coming back for the dinosaur coins. They're coming back for things like Litecoin and 𝗙𝗢𝗢𝗓 and XRP and IOTA and Chainlink. No, Chainlink's a great coin. And Quant. We're going to look at why those coins are actually the ones that are running, because it is actually a pattern. Also, I'm going to show you the next ones that are actually going to run in this not pattern, but in this trend. I'm going to show you the next ones that are going to be running. So, makes sense to you? Destroy, obliterate the like button. I'm going to continue with the alpha because I don't have enough time to pack all this alpha into like a 30-minute show. I always tell them I'm going to do 30 minutes. I never do 30 minutes. Then I get like Josh waving a flag here. Hurry up. Okay, I'm not going to hurry up. I've got lots of alpha. Let's quickly look at where we're at. So we had the biggest monthly candle ever on Bitcoin in November. This monthly candle actually took Bitcoin up by $26,000, right? So if you look at this monthly candle, which started over here and went all the way over here, we went up by $26,627. That, my friends, is the biggest monthly candle that we have ever had on Bitcoin. We've never had a candle that's taken us up $26,000 in 1 month. So where are we playing now? In Q4, we are up 50%. If Q4 matches a normal Q4, just a normal Q4, we're not asking for too much, we just want the average, then we have another 35% to go to match an average Q4. Now, as I say, history is on our side. Reason why I say history is on our side, if you look at halving years / election years, generally halving years and election years have very strong Decembers. You have 2016, 30%, and you have 2020, 46.92%. So all in all, if history is to repeat itself, we should be on track for a big December. And that's what the guys actually posted in Frontrunners. They said, the Irishman posted this. He said, look, the first few days of every month have actually been slightly down. So believe it or not, since for the last 5 months, without fail, Bitcoin is sold off for the first couple of days of the month. Generally, the sell-off lasts about 3 to 5 days. The average sell-off is between 7 and 9%, and it happens between the 1st and the 5th, respectively. And he said tomorrow is the 2nd, which means that today is the 2nd of December, which means that right now this month is playing out exactly as we anticipated, because we had a little bit of a pullback, slight pullback. We were at 9. I think this morning when we woke up, we were like at 98. And now we are down 3%. And it's the second of the month. So if history repeats, as Eric Crown says, basically what we're going to get is a slight retracement between 5 and 7%. And then we continue to Valhalla. One of the other things that the Irishman said in his call, he said, Saylor was also teasing buys today. He was saying that he thinks Saylor is going to announce a buy today. And then lo and behold, what happened? About 15 minutes before I was prepping for the show, an announcement by MicroStrategy that they acquired 15,400 Bitcoin. So MicroStrategy absolutely driving the market. So I'm of the opinion that we are about to do this. This is what my opinion is. I think that this is exactly what happened. We were breaking 20,000. We went down and then we had a little bit of a correction to 17,000 and then we went up to 20,000. I'm exactly of this opinion that we're going to go a little bit down. You know, I've been a little bit scolded for the fact that I've been calling it a leverage flash, and I still think that leverage flash is going to come. I'll show you in a second why I think that leverage flash is going to come. Although I do think it's currently postponed. I think it's a little bit postponed after Thanksgiving, a little bit postponed. But I do think that we do get a leverage flash. And I don't mean a leverage flash like the one we had today. What you're noticing is that there's a lot of leverage in this market. And actually what you're realizing is that the leverage is, XRP was the biggest leverage, even more than Bitcoin. So what you're seeing now is you're seeing a lot of people coming into this market and taking leverage on the old dinosaur coins, and then small moves in the Bitcoin price from 98 to 95, leverage managed to wipe out $500 million worth of long positions. Now, the reason why I think that there's going to be a little bit of a correction soon is because what you'll realize is that in November, we had MicroStrategy buying 134,000 Bitcoin. Okay, now I want to just give you perspective of how many Bitcoin that actually is, right? If you go to the Saylor tracker and you look at the total amount of Bitcoin that MicroStrategy has, so they have $36 billion worth of Bitcoin, right? $14 billion of that is profit. So if you kind of rewind back to MicroStrategy's cost, what you'll see is that actually they've only ever purchased $22 billion worth of Bitcoin. So how am I getting to that number? They've got $36 billion worth of Bitcoin. 14 billion of that is profit. So subtract the profit. That means that they bought on average $22 billion. Now, here's my concern. If I go to here and I say, okay, how many of those Bitcoin did MicroStrategy buy in November? So get this, 55,500 plus 51,000 plus 27,000. If you add up the money amount, it's 5.4 million plus 4.6 million, a billion. That means $10 billion plus 2 billion, $12 billion. So MicroStrategy bought $12 billion worth of Bitcoin in the month of November, right? You can see it in the Saylor tracker over here. $12 billion out of a total of, we said, $23 billion. So MicroStrategy actually ended up buying more than half the Bitcoin that they've ever bought in November. And they just announced another purchase over here, right? So what's worrying me is that when you have a buyer, an unnatural buyer, a buyer that's coming into the market and buying $12 billion or $13 billion worth of Bitcoin in 1 month, that is an insane amount of upward pressure on the market. Now, the question is Saylor going to sustain that in December? Because if Saylor is not going to sustain that in December, then question is, well, two questions. One is, why couldn't we break $100,000? Could he not have bought just a little bit more to get us over that psychological $100,000 barrier? But more importantly, if he was buying $12 billion in December, who's going to continue the buying pressure now? That's what I want to know. And so my bet is that we do get the slight pullback at some point, because I think that upward force of people holding up onto the Bitcoin price hasn't really happened. So I'm positioned, I must be honest, I'm positioned bullishly, but I'm positioned quite cautiously. So cautiously bullish, right? That is effectively how I'm positioned right now. Now, if I look at the liquidations, right? If I look at the liquidations that happened, let me know what you think in the comments, by the way. Someone says Microsoft. This Microsoft thing is not a real thing. I did some research on it, even though Michael Saylor is going to spend 3 or 4 minutes, or has spent 3 or 4 minutes with the board. This Microsoft thing is some rogue bunch of shareholders who realized they could get Microsoft to vote because of how they were positioned in their shareholding, got put in this proposal, and now the board actually has to vote on it. But the board's definitely not going to vote yes. So if you're thinking that MicroStrategy is going to Microsoft is going to be driving up the price, I think you got to think again. So when we look at the small correction that happened now, the small leverage flush that's happened now, if I look at the 24-hour, right, what you can see is that XRP has been the biggest liquidation. And that the reason why XRP has been the biggest liquidation is because XRP has led what is the most hated rally in crypto right now. We're going to talk about hated rallies because hated rallies are very important. The thing with the hated rally is that because it's so hated, it actually ends up upsetting a lot of people. People try and revenge trade it, and then it goes much higher than you think. So the first rule about a hated rally is don't short a hated rally, which is exactly what I've done. And I now need to unwind this trade. I'll tell you why I did it, because I hated the rally. And I thought, well, I can't go long, so I've got to go short. And a lot of people actually end up doing that. And because they do that, the rally becomes more and more hated, and the price goes up and up and up. In traditional stocks, I'm sure you remember this hated rally, the GameStop corporate. Oh wait, hold on. Let's try and find the GME chart. Sorry, GME. I just want GME. So if I look at this is from Pith, okay, but I'm sure it'll work. So if I look at the most hated rallies in history, let's see if Pith actually goes back. So I think this here was one of the most hated rallies, and just look at how high the rally went on GameStop. So it went from $9.94 on a stock, it went up 600%. That is how vicious and how violent hated rallies could actually be. Because what happened was, we finally got retail to come back, and you can see it in the YouTube numbers, right? So you could see that nothing happened in the YouTube numbers, and then this month, all of a sudden, we've got the beginning, like you see over here, you got the beginning of the alt season, right? So you got the retail investors, and the retail investors came back, and where did they come to? Well, they didn't come to where we thought they would come to. They came to places like XRP, Litecoin, 𝗕𝗢𝗕𝗏, IOTA. In fact, let's just go into the monthly. That'll give you an idea of like Stellar Lumens up 500%, 𝗕𝗢𝗕 up 500%, IOTA up 221%, even DOT up 128%. So Algorand up 318%. And so retail came in, and they basically, what they did was they blindsided all the smart crypto investors, and they went somewhere that none of the real crypto investors were actually hanging out, or very few of the real crypto investors were hanging out. And so this tweet, I think, summarizes it pretty nicely. It says, it's from Masaka. It says, top performers since the elections. Stellar Lumens up 470%, Algorand up 337%, Hedera up 333%, XRP up 311%, and Cardano up 227%. Those are the top performers since the election. But he also says, if you caught none of these, you're not locked in enough. If you caught all of these, you need to quit trading and you need to seek help. Okay, because if you held these coins, then to be honest, all you can say is that there was a miracle. That's all you can say. There was a miracle, and that's exactly what happened. So what happened when these altcoins actually ran, right? It caused what is, I think, today the most hated rally in crypto ever. So Horst says, just wait until retail comes. A sign of no new retail was the ebb and flow of the predictable rotations over 1 year ago. This, on the other hand, has caught most narratives by surprise, bought more of what they already had in account from prior cycles, which is completely catching people by surprise. Even Rel Paul says, okay, XRP Jedis, I know you're winning, but can you please leave some crumbs for the rest of us? Blimey, it's a fucking rocket ship. The banana zone arriveth. Now, here what's happening is that XRP and the other altcoins are, on the one hand, they're sucking liquidity out of other tokens because everybody wants to catch the XRP run and the altcoins run. Even meme coins are starting to suffer. And I think that meme coins, now you've got to be a very smart investor if you're going to be playing meme coins, because I think that you have AI agents on the one hand and you've got altcoins on the other hand, and that doesn't leave a lot of space for the pump.fun type meme coins. Now, the last two times that XRP had one of these monthly God candles, usually it signals the top. Now, I don't think we're at the top, but I do think that there's something to be said about these kind of candles. Anyway, regardless, right now, you have a lot of very, very, very salty people. And those salty people are getting more and more Although I must say, I'm not salty. I'm not salty. And the reason why I'm not salty is because there's two reasons why I'm actually not salty. One reason why I'm not salty is because I know that the money that's coming in right now is not money that was here. It's not rotation. It's actually new money coming in from new crypto investors and from what I call lapsed crypto investors, right? So lapsed crypto investors are crypto investors that have a Coinbase account, right? And so they don't have to do KYC. They've already got the Coinbase account from the last cycle. In America this time. And what they're doing is they're coming back and they're starting to buy these altcoins. So I don't think that this is a bad thing at all. And that's why I'm not salty. Because number one, it's new money coming in. So it's not like the guys that are coming in now, they were sidelined and they've come in. Now, some people are a little bit upset that they've come in and not bought things like 𝗬𝗎 and 𝗕𝗢𝗓, and they've come in and bought the coins that they know, which is pretty normal. Because you see, you got to think about how a retail investor thinks. And for a retail investor, when they are sidelined on the stock market, right, and they come back, they come into Apple, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and they think that crypto is the same. They don't realize that crypto is changing so fast, right? So that's the first. And the second reason why I don't really care is because this money will come into all these tokens. And that's new money in the ecosystem. And then what's going to happen is that once it's in all these old tokens, it's going to rotate into better tokens, because then retail is actually going to start doing a whole lot of research. And so, to me, this is amazing. I love it. I also love it because the reality is that it's actually ushered in alt season. And the reason why I say it's ushered in alt season, just look at the Bitcoin dominance chart. Now, what is this Bitcoin dominance chart? Well, this Bitcoin dominance chart is actually super interesting. Why? Because what it's done is the Bitcoin dominance has gone down. The reason why the Bitcoin dominance has gone down is because two things have happened. One is to move these altcoins. I just want to show you something. So the altcoins have very, very, very high market caps. So if you look at, for example, XRP has a market cap of 42 billion. To move a $42 billion coin requires a lot of money, right? To move a Cardano, a $40 billion coin, you need a lot of money. To move an Avalanche $20 billion coin, you need a lot of money. And so the more these altcoins go up, the more we get this collapse of Bitcoin dominance. And as I said to you guys before, when the Bitcoin dominance goes down fast, that is a sign that it's alt season. And actually, if you want to be technical with me, it is actually alt season. Or actually, it's alt season. Here it is. Actually, no. It's only alt season when 75 coins in the top 100 outperform Bitcoin. We are on 73. So it wasn't 75 earlier. So we are actually now on alt season. But when you look at the coins that are outperforming Bitcoin, just let's look at them. It's XLM, HBAR, Doge, XRP, Algorand, Cardano, Phantom, VET, all these effectively what we call altcoins, right? So I'm very thankful because they are bringing in more money. As you can see, stablecoin market cap is now 193 billion. Insane. These people are bringing in a lot more money, and this money will eventually rotate. This is more money in the crypto ecosystem. I don't really care how these people get into our drug. I just care that they get into our drug and they become addicted. I don't really care how they get in. I don't care whether they get in through BlackRock. I don't care whether they get in through Grayscale. I don't care whether they're coming through Coinbase, Bybit, Blowfin. I couldn't give a shit. As long as they actually come into crypto and bring money with them. That's exactly what they're doing. There's a lot of money that's actually coming in. And it's coming in December, like it always comes in. Holy shit, I'm starting to burn on this short. Whew. Okay, I'm gonna probably have to cut the short at some point. We'll talk about the short in a second. I'll tell you why I took the short as well. So that's what's happening, and it's being led by none other than XRP. XRP has become the mascot for this most hated rally, believe it or not. So XRP is the mascot. You could probably say that inside crypto, XRP is one of the most hated coins inside crypto. For a long time, XRP wasn't even spoken about. And now we're starting to get this most hated rally on XRP. Now, the thing with this is that XRP is very, very, very close to price discovery. If you want to talk about price discovery, 274 is price discovery of the last close, and about $3.31. I remember this day very clearly in 2018 or 2017, where XRP went to $3.31, but then the whole market actually collapsed. So XRP is leading the charge here. It is the reason why it's leading the chart is because it is the mascot and it is what retail investors actually know about. This is from a friend. He said, XRP, you heard of it? Someone said, good time to invest. Thing is, when a friend of yours says like, hey, is it a good time to invest in XRP? What do you answer? Like, Josh, if this was one of your friends, bro, and he's like, Josh, XRP, have you heard of it? Is it a good time to invest? How do you answer a question like that, bro? Because you say go all in.
Go all in.
Is that what? But he's your friend, isn't it?
Yeah, he deserves to get wrecked.
He deserves to get wrecked. No, but I mean, you see, the thing is, they're not wrecked. They're not wrecked. That's the problem. They're not wrecked. They're actually less wrecked than anyone. Well, I'll show you in a second what I've done. And now it's being fueled by like all these XRP ETFs that are being filed for. So this narrative is being fueled. I love this meme. 7 years. We waited 7 years for XRP to breach $2. And okay, I think we've all seen this meme. So the thing is now, it's making a lot of people very salty. Like if it's not open source, it's not DeFi. XRP is twice the market cap of Doge, and it does absolutely nothing. It's just a token. It's not tied to the Ripple company. Anyway, people are willing to buy it at $136 billion, and it's still going. Never underestimate stupidity. So you can see that the higher this goes, the more tokens it overtakes, the more hated the rally becomes. The more hated the rally becomes, the more people go short. The more people go short, the bigger the squeeze. The bigger the squeeze, the higher the token actually goes up. That's the problem with the most hated rally. And I've just been caught on the underside of it. We started the show today. I was $15,000 down. Now get this. I'm $30,000 down on my XRP trade. Here it is. You can see it over here. And that should teach me against shorting shorting a hated rally. Here I am doing a show on how you shouldn't short a hated rally, and I went and shorted a hated rally. Anyway, I'll get out of that trade, don't worry, at some stage. Someone says, objectively hilarious that all of us grinded for 2 years in the bear market, remaining resolute on the industry, just for us all to be sidelined on XRP for retail to bid the living shit out of it. True story, and I know we all feel exactly the same way. XRP flipped Sol. When I see a large cap flipping another large cap, I prefer to take risk off a bit. That's actually true. Solana took 1 year and 5 to 5x. XRP took 3.5 weeks. And as it happens, more and more people get salty. This is the founder of Solana. He says we need an XRP national XRP reserve. And it just keeps going up and up and up. It's surpassed USDT to become the third largest cryptocurrency by market cap. Is that the case? Let's quickly have a look. Yes, it is. It's the third largest cryptocurrency by market cap, believe it or not. XRP is now the third largest thing. The reality is, I mean, look, as I say, generally I wouldn't short a hated rally, and I knew I was shorting it very, very, very late. I don't recommend that you guys short a hated rally because you could lose $35,000 in a matter of no time. Look, I'm going to hold this. I've got a liquidation price of $11, so I'm going to hold it for a little bit. The reason why I'm going to hold it is because if you look at the amount of leverage on XRP, you kind of know that as soon as a leverage flush actually comes, these guys are the ones that are going to get obliterated the most. And so if I can survive long enough, eventually for sure I'm going to be in the money here, right? So it might be a little bit sore for a little bit of a time, but eventually I'll end up being in the money. And also, if you look at this chart, every time a major flips another major, we get some kind of pullback. So, I mean, that's how history would have it. So for now I'm holding it. So you ask yourself, okay, well, what is actually causing this XRP rally, and actually this rally of all the altcoins? So there's a few things. Obviously, the first thing is that it's retail, and retail's coming into familiarity, right? And so, like, you know, you want to buy, as I said, if you've been out of the stock market and you've been sidelined, the first thing you do, you come in, you buy Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Google, because that's what you know, right? And that's exactly what retail investors are actually starting to do, right? I guarantee you've all had these this weekend. All of you have had these this weekend. Don't lie. I know. We've all had these this weekend. If someone says, I'm not going to get liquidated, bro, this thing has to go to $11 for me to get liquidated. Okay? 2 minutes later. So the reason is, one is familiarity. The second reason why these old coins are actually running is because, well, there is this thing called, let me quickly just find it for you guys. It's called ISO 20022. Now, what is ISO 2022? You can kind of say that it's a replacement for Swift, which is it aims to streamline communication and improve efficiency of financial transactions. It's a long term, it's a replacement for SWIFT. We can get into technicalities another day. But there are a whole lot of currencies that are all ISO 20022 compliant. XRP is one of them, Cardano is another one, Quant, Algorand, Stellar Lumens, Hedera Hashgraph, IOTA, and XDC, right? And those are the ones that are running. Why? Because when you think about this ISO 20022, whatever it is, these are all the tokens and how they work in this new SWIFT type system, so to speak, right? So that's another reason why these tokens specifically are running. It's exactly like if you look at the 1 month, that's the 1 month. By the way, if you use Banter Bubbles, I want to show you two things. One is these bubbles are now live. So get this, right? It no longer refreshes. You can see the bubbles are actually moving in real time. So I've put this on the 1 minute time frame just to show you. But can you see how it's not like the screen refreshes? Now, as the trades happen, you can see the bubbles are moving live. See that? And that's also on the 1 day time frame. So if we spend a long time actually watching this, or enough time, what you'll see is some bubbles, under is getting bigger. You can see then. So as they trade, so it's actually live. Now, as far as I know, this is the only live bubbles app on the market, right? So like now you can actually go onto the 1 hour or the 1 minute or whatever your time frame actually is, and you can actually watch the bubbles live, and they'll get bigger and smaller. See, like Kaya just went up. Also remember, if you want to win a Bitcoin, this is your one chance to win a Bitcoin. There's a button here. All you need to do is have a Banter account, any Banter account. And if you don't have a Banter account, open one here or with the links below. And then for every Banter account, you can make how many predictions?
1 a week per account.
1 a week per account. And if you can predict the price of Bitcoin on the 1st of January 2025 and you are the nearest, you win a full Bitcoin. So you got 1 month, which means that you got 4 weeks to predict it. Hurry up, sign up with an exchange account, any Banter exchange account. And if you've already got one, just go and do it and actually go and make your prediction, because you could actually win a Bitcoin, believe it or not. I think when we came up with this, we didn't realize Bitcoin would be $100,000, because now we have to give away $100,000, which is like absolutely crazy. Holy shit, look at Injective in the last hour. Amazing. We'll talk about that. Okay, so the first reason why they're running is because of familiarity. The second one is because of ISO 20022. Is it 20022 or 200222? 20022, right? It's like Swift, but it's much more broad. The third reason why these coins are running is because of this, right? So according to sources close to the transition team, the proposal would apply to tokens created by US companies. You know, Trump wants to bring manufacturing to America. Well, he also wants to bring cryptocurrency manufacturing to America, right? And so what he's now saying is, he's saying, look, like any blockchains that are launched by American companies, potentially, these blockchains launched by American companies would have no taxes. So no capital gains taxes. And that's like bringing manufacturing onshore. So this is a list of the ones that, like some of them, like USDC is American, XRP is American, Sol is actually American, AVAX is American, Stellar Lumens is American, Algorand is American, Aptos is American, 𝗬𝗎 is American, right? So now everyone's jumping onto the Solana trend. No, Solana was born in America. It's a global phenomenon, but 2025 will be a turning point for USA. So those are the three reasons why those narratives are actually running. So now there are two narratives that haven't started running, and I want to show you those two narratives, and I want to show you what we're going to buy in those two narratives. But first, I want to just check on how badly I'm burning in my XRP position. Ouch! 30. This show has cost me $21,000. I could have just cut the position at the end of the show. What do you do, Josh? You double down now? Nah, I mustn't double down now. Eh? Come on, bro. What are we going to do? Doesn't matter. I'm going to make money on all my other trades and everything will be fine. Well, I think so. Okay, I better hurry up because I've got to do some buying here. And we all got to do some buying. The reason why we have to do some buying is because there's two narratives that are going to start running now. I think if this most hated rally continues, so instead of hating on the most hated rally, we should just play the game, right? So what are the narratives that are actually going to start running? The first narrative that's actually going to start running is this one right over here, right? If you look at data, and I don't know how many of you actually look at data, but I look at data, right? And data, by the way, is not people buying, is not people on Twitter. Data is something that you get off dashboards. But there's data here that shows that actually NFT volume is starting to go through the roof. Oh, yes. You heard it correctly. NFTs, those things that we used to buy in 2020 in that bull market, those pictures, do you know the one I'm talking about? Like pictures of like punks and shit. The volume, the trading volume of those things has gone from nothing to very high. So what does that mean? It means that as we go later and later and later in the cycle, people are willing to take more and more and more risks to get their returns, right? So they took the risks on things like XRP, they took the risks on things like Stellar, they took the risk on things like Algorand. And then those things got a little bit saturated. And then what happened was they said, okay, where else can we go? And they landed up going to the most illiquid because that's where the most risk is, right? And they went and they started buying a whole lot of NFTs. And now what we're seeing is believe it or not, we're seeing the comeback of NFTs. And it's just the beginning of the comeback of NFTs, believe it or not, okay? So the reason why I say it's just the beginning of the comeback. So you can see that the volume was very, very, very low. We had a little bit of a spike in volume over here. And then bang, we got a spike in the volume, right? And so right now, what you're seeing is that the floor prices of the NFTs are actually going up quite a bit. So I managed to get you some. So this is Mutant Ape Yacht Club. And if you look at the Mutant Apes, you can see that the floor price was actually about 1.8, 1.9 ETH for a long time. 90 days is as far as this dashboard actually goes. And now the floor price is just under 4 ETH. So they've just 2x'd. Then you've got the Bored Apes, which is, you know, the real one. So if I look at the last 90 days on Bored Apes, okay, so look at last 90 days, you can kind of see that they were trading at like 11 ETH. That was like the floor, right? Now they're trading at 25 ETH. So again, they just doubled. Then you've got other things like, for example, let's look at Punks. Punks is maybe a little bit different. Let's look, I want to actually look at 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗏𝗧, which is Alex and Elio's project. 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗏𝗧 Citizens, that's the one I'm looking at. So let's go to the analytics. You can also get these analytics on OpenSea, by the way. And let's go into the last 90 days. And, okay, whoa, hold on. Something's going on here. What happened here? The floor price was 5.99 ETH. Okay, so what you can see is that the big collections, if you look at Mutant Apes, Bored Apes, even Imposters, Elio's Imposter project, they were at 0.2 and now they're at 0.45 ETH. So all of a sudden, what you can see is you can see that there's a massive spike in NFT volume. And again, why is this happening? Because as people become more and more confident in bull markets, so they're willing to go further and further down the risk curve. This is the furthest down the risk curve, right? Because it's NFTs. It's the most illiquid of investments. So people are willing to go back to NFTs. So I do think that we're about to get an NFT run. But I don't actually recommend that you buy any NFTs, believe it or not. I mean, you can if you want to have fun buying NFTs. You'll probably land up making money, but you got to remember that you're holding something that is incredibly illiquid. Why do I say we should be looking to buy NFTs? Brett Adams says, I look sick. Do I look sick, bro? I feel amazing. I look good. Also, I got a bit of a tan yesterday. I was kite surfing. Brett, bro, if I feel sick, yeah. XRP Armor says XRP liquidate run. I mean, if it liquidates me, it's fine. XRP just crashed back to 40 cents. I wish. So we'll talk about 𝗙𝗢𝗕𝗥𝗢𝗡 later. I see people talking about 𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗢𝗕𝗥𝗡. So what we have here is we have NFTs going up. Now, if you want to catch the NFT run, I want to catch the NFT run, but I don't want to buy NFTs because NFTs are too illiquid. I love the technology, but I don't like the actual collections. In fact, I may buy 1 or 2 collections just for fun. But for me, much better than to get into the collections is to actually get into the infrastructure, as always, right? So when I say get into infrastructure, what do I actually want to buy if I'm bullish on NFTs? So the first thing that I want to look at is I want to see where the picks and shovels. Where the hell is all this trade actually taking place? Where is the volume actually taking place, right? And then I look at the data, because again, research. We look at the research. It says, look, Blur has the most volume, and then OpenSea has the second most volume, right? And so basically, where do we need to invest? Invest in Blur, and you can't invest in OpenSea, although they do actually tease a token at some point. They say a new OpenSea is coming in December 2024. Now, maybe that's a new platform, maybe that's a token, I don't know. But effectively, what you want to be doing is you want to be buying Blur. I ended up buying 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗏 as well, because 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗏 is a competitor to Magic Eden, also on Solana, effectively. Largest NFT marketplace on Solana with a 60 to 70% share on Solana is 𝗕𝗬𝗕𝗏. So I landed up, I took leverage positions. All this, I mean, full disclosure, I'm down on those leverage positions. Why? Because I took them pretty late in the game, right? So you can see I'm about $3,000 down on Blur, and I'm about where is my tens up? I'm $6,000 down on, but I'm actually buying it because I really actually believe in this narrative that these NFTs are actually going to wake up. And when they do wake up, then I think you're going to have a bit of a run in all of these tokens. So to me, right now, if you think that this dinosaur narrative is going to continue, then maybe NFTs is the next part of a dinosaur run. Why? Because think about someone says this is the worst water to drink. This is the only one we can afford. Remember that in the dinosaur coins are things that retail must recognize. Now, what's retail going to recognize? They're going to remember NFTs, right? So the same people that remember XRP and the same people that remember Algorand and the same people that remember Cardano, they also remember NFTs. And so they're going to come in and they're going to start bidding up our NFTs, right? Magic Eden also Magic Eden, I mean, I'd also love to get Magic Eden. They apparently have their airdrop and their token coming out quite soon. So that's another one. I think I'm the most bullish on Blur. Why am I the most bullish on Blur? Pretty simply because if I look at where the volume's coming from, the volume's coming from Blur. Also, there's a fee sharing proposal which is about to go live. Then the other one, which again I took a position on today, is Metaplex. And the reason why I like Metaplex is because Metaplex is a company or a protocol that makes token standards for tokens on Solana. And how they make, once they create a token standard, like they created the token standard for NFTs on Solana. Once they do that, they then get ongoing revenue from anyone who uses these token standards, right? And so what you can see is core NFTs mints are going parabolic, while functional token mints set to reach an all-time high. Metaplex remains one of the strongest exposures you can get to the Solana ecosystem. So if you think that NFTs are going to go wild on Solana, buy yourself some Metaplex. I bought myself today Metaplex. I think I paid like 30 something cents. MPLX, here it is, Metaplex, 34 cents. You can buy it. So I bought it at 34 cents. I feel when I look at it that, you know, this thing always spikes up to 45 and 50 cents. So that's something that I bought just because I didn't want to get too much FOMO when it actually happens. So Magic Eden, again, I think when it comes out, let's play it when it comes out. You can also look at Ape Chain because that's the chain for the Mutant Ape and the Bored Ape Yacht Club, right? So let's quickly go to Ape Chain. ApeCoin. Is ApeCoin I think ApeCoin is the ticker, is the thing. So it's it's a $1.5 billion fully diluted. That's ApeCoin. It's not Ape Chain. Researchers, just send me what the ticker is for Ape Chain. If it's not, yeah, it's Ape. Okay, I think it's, wait, maybe it is. Maybe there is only one token. There could only be one token. I'm not really buying ApeCoin or Ape Chain. I'm more buying the Blur and I'm buying the infrastructure because that's amazing. Then, after NFTs, there's only one more narrative from 2021 that hasn't run yet. Kids, do you know what that narrative is? While you're working it out, just a quick announcement so that you know. Actually, a few announcements. And I'll tell you what the last narrative that I think is going to run before we get... So a few announcements before we go. So today, remember, it's Cyber Monday, right? On Cyber Monday, there's a few specials that we need to talk about. The first special that we need to talk about is Frontrunners. This is your last day to get in. In 24 hours, we close Frontrunners. We're not going to take on any more members. If you join today, you get 50% of the first 2 months. In Frontrunners, we have the best calls. We had an AOS call that made 424%. And this call, I think this call that I made on Saturday in Frontrunners on AI Fun actually did, I think, like a 5 or 6x on one weekend. Let's just see where it is now. Yeah, up again, 91. So you can see this one was called, this is a 4x in Frontrunners. If you want to join Frontrunners, which is our Discord, this is your last chance to do it and to get 50% off. Also, when you join, you get access to the Ape Asylum, which is the Frontrunners, but for meme coins. That's the first thing. The second thing is, if you want to be a researcher, if you want to join our research team, and you are completely obsessed with crypto, you've been around for more than 3 years, you watch at least 3 crypto shows a day, and you want to go full-time crypto, This is your sign. I need researchers. I need you guys to come and join my team so we can build more amazing shows and we can build more amazing content. If you want to join full time and you live in either European hours or Singapore hours, then you need to join our team. There is a link here below for you to join our team. And then lastly, for the announcements for today, if you want to join Dylan's Trading Accelerator, which is a course that teaches people how to trade using indicators, which is really, really cool, then go and start the course now. The course is free. If you want the indicators, there's a Cyber Monday special. But you should do it because this is the last time that you're going to get this Cyber Monday special. And the course is going to be absolutely fantastic. I'm actually also doing it. All right, going back to it. Last narrative that's actually going to run. We've had NFTs. We've had everything else running. The only one that we haven't had running, guys, is gaming. And now gaming is also starting to heat up. And so I think what you need to also keep your eyes open for is you need to keep your eyes open for a gaming run of all the 2021 gaming tokens. Just like the NFTs ran, just like the other blockchains ran, gaming is going to go next. And I'll do a whole gaming show with you guys and we can talk about that. Otherwise, reminder, again, if you want, you can win a Bitcoin. Just sign up with any of the exchange links. Also, they told me to remind you that, do you remember the Christmas boxes? Remember how these Christmas boxes work? If you sign up on any exchange link with Crypto Banter, we're going to get a list of people from a list of UIDs from the exchange. And every day we're going to have 3 boxes. And in the boxes are going to be prizes, real cash prizes. Like in this box today, but we're not actually pulling it, is $1,000. In this box today is $1,500. And in box number 3, I mean, I don't know who makes these boxes, but there's a bunch of condoms and an elf. So what you do is you sign up using any Banter exchange link. Then every day, the community will vote on which box. And then if we select your user ID for someone who signed up in the last couple of days, then you win what's in the box. Now, I mean, there's big prize in the box and obviously there's condoms. Now, someone says he wants the elf. You've missed the whole point of the game, bro. You've missed the whole point of the game. Guys, just while we're here, how many of you actually watched the Meme Coin show last night? I must say, I discovered 2 amazing things in the meme show. The first thing I discovered was this FOMO FM radio. I mean, it's actually amazing. I mean, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dudgeons and crypto lovers, welcome to the grand inauguration of FOMO FM radio.
So this is all, by the way, this is all AI reading tweets.
Your AI-powered crypto radio station. I'm your host, 𝗙𝗢𝗕𝗙𝗔, and I couldn't be more excited to kick things off today. Now, let me tell you what makes FOMO FM radio so unique. This isn't just a regular station, it's an experiment, an MVP of using AI to create a fully autonomous radio. Powered by advanced voice synthesis and NLP, FOMO FM radio transforms tweets into engaging shows every 15 minutes. And to kickstart this journey, we're launching with our first show, The Funny Bunny Show, a witty, lighthearted ride where we take the latest tweets from crypto influencers, summarize them in the funniest way possible, and keep you entertained like never before. Want to be featured on the show? It's easy. Just write a tweet, mention it FOMO Radio AI, and include the hashtag #FunnyBunnyShow. Who knows? Your tweet might make it to the airwaves. But hey, this is just the beginning. Our creator is constantly working on making FOMO FM fully autonomous. Soon, it won't just be me hosting. It'll be an unstoppable AI-powered station delivering insights.
Basically, they read out tweets, but it actually gives you a lot of alpha, and it's an AI radio station. We discovered that yesterday on the show. And also we discovered Dexcelerate yesterday. For those of you who haven't tried Dexcelerate, there is a link below to Dexcelerate. Use the link below because there's a lot of fake sites. This is probably the best tool I've ever used trading meme coins. It is absolutely amazing. It allows you to buy the dip. I mean, just check this. You can buy the dip all on chain. You can trade automatically. You can create bots and you can trade automatically. It's just the most incredible meme coin tool. There is a link below. Use the link here to actually get there. That way you won't get absolutely lost. This tool blew my mind. And if you want to see more of a demo, just go back to yesterday's show. Anyway, I love you guys madly. Let's just take one more look at my XRP short. What a waste of $38,000. What an absolute waste. What do I do? Double down? Hold it? What do I do?
It's probably going to squeeze a bit more.
It's going to squeeze, eh? You can't squeeze me, bro. What about blur? Do I add some more blur to my portfolio, sir?
How bullish are you on NFTs over the next couple?
In the next couple of days, I'm bullish on NFTs. So I think blur is actually going to go. All right. Yeah. Someone says love your objective. I mean, I'm an open book. You can see my trading account. Here it is. It's on the screen. I got emotionally attached. Now, I mean, like, why did I do this, man? All right. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Until then, don't short XRP, my friends.